sharpened up from round 4, but still a bit to go.
Yeah, it was crisp, and they moved the ball with some speed, and it looked threatening. I'll just reiterate that when you attack, the reason you attack is to score points. They must score points when they have that much pressure. It was 27-14, play the balls in the 20. So with that amount of play the balls, they just needed, it was one score, wasn't it? That's the difference in these games.
As Paul Wells said in that interview with Jenna, we didn't get broken up. An intercept try from the kick, so defensively no problems, but we'll keep an eye on their attack. Great atmosphere here at the Totally Wicked Stadium. No doubt there was a good atmosphere over the DIY Kitchen Stadium in Wayfield. It was a sellout. And the home side got off to an 8-0 lead after Mason Leno penalty was followed up with a Jack Croft try, John.
Yeah, it's an unlikely start, wasn't it? I don't think anybody's expecting Wakefield with the injuries, with Jowett being out, with players being out, to start so strongly. So when the score came through and they were 8-0 up, we were thinking, wow, it could be, a tricky night for Hull, but how good have SCS and John Asiata been? Their combination in the middle of the field.
He's had an outstanding start to the season, hasn't he?
So 8-6 at half time to the home side. Hull then went in front through Ed Chamberlain's try. Caesar converted this one 12-8 at this stage, and Hull weren't to relinquish this lead.
No, and I think for John Cartwright, do you know what I'd reflect on here is there's a number of times this year, Challenge Cup 16-0 down against Wigan, the 8-0 down against it's a try from Martin in the corner, but the ability to fight back from being behind, I think John Cartwright will be delighted with that.
Hope went the way of Wakefield with Cameron Scott scoring against his old side. Leno was unable to convert that. In the end, 16-12 was the final score to Hull FC. I mean, there's two clubs that have had financial injections, which is hugely important, and they are returning that investment off the field with performances on the field.
Yeah, definitely. Talk about Hull FC, John Cartwright, what an impact he's had, certainly with that Challenge Cup win over Wigan last week, and obviously building on that, again, showing that resilience to come back, and great to see, Wakefield, doing well, as I said before the game, on and off the field.
You have led us brilliantly into tomorrow's game out at AMT Headingley, because I think it's fair to say that almost all eyes in Super League are on Wigan's response to the Challenge Cup defeat that Paul just mentioned at the hands of Hull FC.
Yeah, a shock defeat.